Hi. Karibuni sana.
How are you doing?
Good.
I'm Barry.
Hey, mzuri sana.
Poa
Sema.
sana.
Mambo.
Yes. So Simon here is Brian. I was telling you about.
Oh, hey, bro. Oh, okay. Oh, he's a young guy. I can see. Yes, karibu sana.
So he runs a tours and travel company. So I want you to mentor him and give him some tips on how exactly he can be like Bonfire.
Okay, you need to develop a thick skin. You can have a seat.
So I need you guys to have a conversation. I'm in the office. And I'll
Yes.
see you guys later.
Okay. Thank you. Bro, you have a seat.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Hey. Okay.
Hi Simon,
Hi.
how you doing?
Good.
How's everything?
Good to see you.
Thank you for making this time to meet. And just to let you know who I am, my name is Brian. I run a travel company. We're only 2 years old. I know, ton of travel. So I think I just want to ask you some few questions, and maybe you can give advice to people like me and other people out there who are kind of in the same industry, or meanza tu sahi, right? So I think a question which a lot of people want to know, when did Bonfire start? And when did you know? When did you know this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Thanks, bro. We are now 10 years old. And it's just started as fate and destiny. It's not something that we had planned, but we had passion to do what we do, traveling. So most of those people who have tour companies maybe have started because they can see Bonfire is doing well. But if you don't have a passion for what you do, it's all zero. So I'm not here at Bonfire because of money. I'm here, even if I'm not being paid, that's what I would be able to do. It's not easy to, you already know it's not easy to run a business. It's not that to get 2-3 people through 4 clients, the sustainability. Bonfire to be in a position 1, domestic tourism to be the best in Africa 3 years in a row, like 6 years in a row to be number 1, position 1 for domestic tourism is not easy. That maintaining position 1, you can be number 1, but how long will you be able to sustain it? So that's one of the things. So I would like to tell people that you need to have passion. You need to know there's a lot of sacrifice. Some people want to be like Bonfire, like now you maybe want to be like Bonfire within 2, 3, 4 years. It's not possible and it's not practical. It's a painful process where you have to sacrifice a lot of things.
Okay. Is it safe to call Bonfire a family business since you were?
No, we used to be a family business those days, but now we are corporate where things are run professionally. It's not that I don't make roadside decisions. There are people who make decisions, and we handle things as they are meant to be handled. There's the departments and who report to who and all that. So it used to be a family business those days, but now we are no longer a family. We are corporate business, but at least working. Yes, we still, me and my wife, we are still the directors and the chairman and CEO. My wife is the MD, and we have different roles. I'm in charge of marketing and logistic. My wife Sarah is in charge of finance and business development.
So I know you guys have a bunch of locations across Kenya. How do you handle this big team?
You just need to set systems in place, and that's how we operate, and we are resort-oriented company. Yes, that's basically it. We have put systems and systems at work, and simple. Yes.
In terms of marketing, I've seen you guys do very different kinds of marketing. Sometimes you use, sorry, I think it's Kabu or Jesus, you use influencers, or sometimes you just sponsor a post, or sometimes there's a traditional marketing like newspapers and magazines and TVCs. What do you think has worked the most in building Bonfire? Or where do you see yourself investing more in?
What I could say, yes, we do a lot on social media, a lot like anyone else. Right now, 90% of companies are working through social media. But again, we have a lot of referrals. Being the pioneer, there are so many people who trust in us. because we have done a lot of packages for them, so they have referred other people. So as long as we use the brand ambassador or influencers, there's a lot of referrals that has come up. That a lot of our business is mostly because we are very particular on our services and giving good services. So that's why we're able to get the clients who come back to us or refer other clients to us.
What kind of advice would you give to someone when dealing with maybe hotels, maybe locally or internationally? Maybe if there's a different playbook when dealing with international hotels, or just how to talk to these guys, because the main I would say obstacle with tour operators is of course getting the hotels to get their rates lower, right? So that I know that's what the main challenge is to a lot of people. So if there's any advice you can.
I think that is not the main challenge, as I could say, is that there are like 5 or 6 P's in marketing. The price is just 1 P, and if you capitalize on price alone, you think you will want to get low rates to undercut. That is not the case. There are other ways to present that to whatever it is to the client. Yes, we have places like here, you go and take a soda at 50 bob. Another place you go and take the same soda at 350 or 500 shillings, the same soda. That is the difference. It depends. Don't look about the price alone, because if you just say reduce the soda to 40 for people to come and buy, what will happen is that another person will reduce it to 30. So there'll be a lot of price undercutting. It's not only the price issue. There are other issues that as Bonfire Ventures we embrace, and that's why you find, even if sometimes our prices are like this, that's why you find clients still coming to us.
Competition in the industry, as no doubt you've said, your success has made many people start their own companies. Even maybe sometimes some of your employees maybe go and start their own things, right? What kind of is your playbook with your direct competitors, right? I know you're on the pinnacle of the industry, but there's no doubt some attention to...
It's like, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, sure.
When a place, there's one shop, there are not many clients who come. But when many shops are open in a certain locality, because of giving many offers, and the shops, when many shops come, many people now come to visit that shopping center. Yeah. The same case. We have no issue with the people. The competition makes us better, so because we're able to improve. And mostly we don't work like competition. We work like people who they complement us. Like now, we do Masai Mara every day throughout the year. Yeah. And we, Bonfire Ventures, we act like wholesalers of other tour companies. Okay. So if you have your 2 people, Brian, instead of taking them at 50,000, unatuletea Bonfire, tunakupelekea Masai Mara, unawacharge like 20,000, the client is happy, you are happy, you get your markup, and we are happy we are able to take. That's why we're able to do Masai Mara every day.
So everybody wants to expand. Everybody wants to get to this level. So what advice would you give to people if they want to expand? Maybe they want to start another location in Mombasa or another country like what you've done. What's the one piece of advice you can give someone who's looking like, okay, I'm good now in Nairobi, now I'm looking to start somewhere else?
Brayo is... sometimes tell me it's not good to expand at this particular time. Don't expand. It's an online way of selling. But if you want to expand, if you have the capability to handle the expansion, you can do it. But don't expand just for the sake, because you will fail. You can see there are so many companies that have failed because of expansion. Because expansion is expensive. If I'm having one office, maybe it costs you between 3 to 5. Yes, quite a lot of money. So if you're able to expand, just expand. But don't just expand for the sake of expansion. Just do your due diligence, do your research. Just know this place is why do you want to expand? Yes, if this market niche is what you want, just expand.
So in your experience, has focusing on a niche market been more successful than operating as a mass market to operator, or kind of both, or what would you say?
Bonfire Ventures, we do packages starting from, there's some people who go for honeymoon Tahiti, Bora Bora Tahiti, $1 million per person. Other people go to Masai Mara 3 days at 13,500. So depending on what you are capable of doing, some people would prefer a niche market, others would prefer mass market. But mass market is more difficult to handle because it has more logistic challenges. Yes, I would like you to weigh and understand, what do I want? It's the same case. There are those supermarkets that go to the high-end places. There are other supermarkets that go to the any place. So whichever you would prefer, all of them sell, but what are you selling? You are selling to this particular market, and this is, depending on which market you want to sell to.
Okay, that's good advice. Thank you so much. Hopefully next time when we see you, we'll see more awards here on the table. Thank you, Simon.
Success, at least tunakuombea ufike hapo tuko.
Tutajaribu.
Sisi tukue tumeenda.
Sawa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? This is Brian from Turn Up Travel, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be on this show. And I got to meet Simon Kabu, Mr. Bonfire Adventures. Thank you so much, man. And really interesting guy. I got to learn specifically about when to expand and how to expand. And it's been something I've been thinking of, we've been thinking of as a company. And now I think he gave me some tips on when to do it, on when to get some signs on when your business needs to expand. And also he gave me some good tips on how to manage a big team like the one he has. I think he said he had over 200 people directly with Bonfire. So that really gave me some insight into how to handle a big team in different locations when that time comes. So with those lessons, I know what to incorporate in my business to maintain my uniqueness, but also to borrow ideas for him that have worked for him, and so that I can make Turn Up Travel bigger, better, and who knows what's going to happen in 5 years. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having watched The Business Coach. Hope you've learned a thing or two on the tours and travel business from the conversation between Simon Kabu and Brian earlier on. Please remember to follow up the conversation on social media. The handles are down below the screen. And also, each and every Wednesday, remember to read my column, The Business Coach column, on the Standard newspaper. So keep it right here on The Business Coach each and every week, where we help entrepreneurs better their business.